too?
A compatibility test.
You don't have to study.
To make sure that you and Cheryl are...
Compatible.
Yes. And psychologically ready to get married.
Look, that boy ain't psychologically ready for anything. He might be psychologically ready to fight a bear.
It
but...
isn't.
Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for Season 7, Episode 4 of Riverdale. This time the title of the episode is Love and Marriage. And we are here, we are back, and we are ready for a new episode of Riverdale. I'm trying a new thing with my mic. I don't know if it looks good or not. I don't know, but let's just try to figure shit out. Let's see in how many ways I can put this this mic on this new mic stand. Anyways, we're here, we're back, we're ready for a new episode. Archie is dating Cheryl. Cheryl is just trying to probably at that time, her internalized homophobia, the fact that her mom is harassing her to have a boyfriend because that is what is normal, it's just dwelling on her and just to keep everyone at bay, even herself maybe, because she feels like it's wrong to feel the way she feels. She is, just jumping into the straight wagon, in which I am like, oh my god, because we know Cheryl is a canon lesbian, and I know that even though we are back in time, the characters remain the same, in the same way that Kevin is gay as hell, it's the same thing for Cheryl. So I think I feel bad, of course, I never liked Cheryl's mom, let's be real, because she's the devil. And of course, in this, times where being gay and all of that is not, well viewed, not as it is right now, not like it is right now, or in the same way that it is right now sometimes, sadly, yeah, so she is saying, okay, here I go, pretending I'm straight, but there is something going on, because Toni is kind of in the same kind of way that Toni kind of broke that shell for Cheryl in our normal timeline. She's kind of doing the same this time around, and she is, flirting with my girl, which we love, but hopefully, because it's the 50s, I wouldn't be surprised if actually, if Cheryl actually goes through the marriage, because at the time, being in the closet, also because, I don't know if at this time, but I have watched, A League of Their Own, which I also reacted to, and they used to do lobotomies for people, for gay people, lesbian gays, they did that to fix them, so in order some of them to protect themselves, they got married, even though, they like the opposite sex, but still they kept appearances, so I don't know what the hell is gonna happen. I don't know how they're gonna deal with this on Riverdale, but yeah, that is happening. Betty is trying to get physical with Kevin, but Kevin is dying happening, girl. So we have that. We have Ethel and whoever killed her parents, whoever did. I don't know. I kind of have a 50-50 that it might have been her, but we don't know. And Jughead and her are in trouble because of that. Veronica is Veronica, nothing too new with her. Although the conversation with Jughead, it's for me, because this is my personal opinion, if there are two characters that have the least amount of chemistry on this show, that is Veronica and Jughead. So, I'm sorry. If you are a Veronica and Jughead shipper, sorry that I say this, but this is my opinion. since this is my reaction. That's it. So, we're gonna do episode 4 of season 7, the final season of Riverdale. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have fun with it. Let's see what other crazy things happen on this crazy show. And I hope you guys enjoy. Let's hope for a bit of Barchie on this episode, a bit of Shoni as well. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Uncut reactions always posted first on Patreon. Also, if you're a member of my channel, you get to watch me react to the promo for next episode, in case you guys want to check that out. The link is also in the description down below. And yeah, for now, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and without further ado, let's just begin with season... What season is this? Season 7, episode 4 of Riverdale. Here we go.
Yes, but it was a joke.
Then
Yes,
why did
she's
Mr.
an
Jones
artist.
hide it under his mattress?
Anything else? Not until we talk to a lawyer.
You know,
Smart.
a picture is worth 1,000 words, Mr. Jones. And these, well, these tell a very disturbing
Sadly,
story.
they do. Sadly, they do.
No. Well, maybe they'll be more talkative down at the station.
Oh, my lord.
Where do you
Ay,
get
Dios
off,
mío.
Andrews, taking advantage of my sister?
We did not go all the way.
Oh,
That's not what Cheryl's saying.
okay. I mean, he's a gentleman for saying, no, we actually didn't, you know. Actually, he shouldn't have said anything in the first place. But different times, you know.
Cheryl, why did you tell your brother we went all the way?
With a problem I'm having.
Yeah.
Just know that by corroborating my story, you'd be protecting me.
And of course he will
Protecting
want
you
to
how?
do that.
From whom?
My
From
family.
her, yeah.
Who is it hurting?
This is gonna give me nightmares, I swear. Archie's a horn dog. This is Archie season 1, you know?
I think I know what you want.
Sex, that's what she wants.
And I want to wait until marriage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Oh, I see. The decision's in this relationship, Kevin.
True.
So, as far as I'm concerned, we're not going steady anymore.
Oh. Okay, so she's able to date someone else. Okay.
Betty, what is it? Why are you crying?
Kevin and I broke up.
Boys ruin everything. What did I do?
Well, we were talking about having a...
You wanted to wait till marriage?
No, actually, it's him.
No, Kevin said he wanted to wait until marriage.
That is
So I
weird.
broke up with him.
Don't be ashamed of your desires, Betty.
Yeah, exactly.
More girls should do what you did. Ask for what they want from their supposed boyfriends.
True Miss Toni Topaz.
What do I do now?
Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Oh, bless. I like that she has her friend to talk to. Oh my god, you
How's
guys are
poor
not in a
Ethel
good
doing?
place.
I think she's... The Thin Man is one of my favorite films.
I had a feeling.
Ugh, the most unlikely pairing on the history of this show. And that's saying a lot when you put
Mom,
Barchie
what's
together.
Mrs. Blossom just came by to figure out a path through this mess that you and Cheryl made.
Oh, what? They have to get married? Is that why they have to get married? Because they had sex, allegedly. I'm glad they didn't actually go through that, you know? Because I will feel terrible for Cheryl, you know? Because we know girl doesn't like boys, so... Oh, the dad is alive! Of course. No Jason.
What do you think of the Russia problem?
Archie doesn't know that there's a
The
problem.
Russia problem, sir? The Russians arming themselves against us, infiltrating us,
Look at his
undermining
wig.
our very way of life.
Well, Russia is a big Massive problem, sir. I mean, clearly.
You're a very smart young man, aren't you?
No,
You
he's
remind me
not.
of your father, Fred.
It's funny, I think about that a lot.
Oh, stop. This is just Cheryl trying to pretend that she's straight. Oh, okay.
Betty, let's go. You don't want to see this.
See what?
Your boyfriend hugging a boy. Aww. That's a reason why. Shit. But I'm glad that Kevin is able to explore.
But is that cell gonna unlock itself? Because I'm a very busy teenager, Sheriff.
Say anything, and that if she did, he would call her a nymphomaniac. Make her the town laughing stock.
You know what? But it's better to be called a nymphomaniac than a murderer, right?
Know what happened after that?
He's so upset. He's devastated. Mrs.
Sure.
Keller doesn't know where he is. She's worried sick.
Kevin is fine. I just
Absolutely
saw him
fine.
at the coffee house. And rest assured, he's found a shoulder to cry on. A very manly shoulder.
What?
And looking back, that's been the problem with us this whole time, Mom. Kevin likes boys.
Oh, don't out him.
Elizabeth, it's just a phase. See, carnal passion like that, it never lasts.
You're gonna tell me Hal is also in the closet or something like that. Ay, Dios mío. I don't want to hear it.
It will fade. Actual identity crisis. Don't you owe it to him to help him through
No.
it?
No, she doesn't owe
If
him
only
anything.
as a friend?
I mean, to be there as a friend, possibly. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset that she goes to him as a friend, offering like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna judge you or anything like that. But not to say, okay, I understand that you're confused and it's a phase, but we're gonna get married in 2 years. Like, that's not gonna happen. That's not Betty either, you know? So, I mean, am I surprised that Alice at this time is homophobic and like, you know, thinking that it's a phase and things like that? Of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
To get married.
Ay, Dios mío.
Aren't Cheryl and I too young to do that?
Dr. Werthers will be giving you and Cheryl a test tomorrow.
I have to take a test now, too?
A compatibility test.
You don't have to study.
To make sure that you and Cheryl are...
Cheryl, I mean, Archie always a hero is going to try to protect her, you know?
Gosh.
Place.
I don't know. Cheap thrills, I guess.
Oh,
Hell, Jones.
I love
You
that.
disgust me, Julian. People like you make my stomach churn. You're rich, you're entitled, you strut around the world like you own it, and then you take advantage of people like my friend Ethel. So you're gonna do the right thing for once in your life.
I love that he put his fists up before, you know?
And you, Mr. Andrews, you must remain faithful. It goes against our nature as men, of course, but a kind word, sympathetic ear, and a home-cooked meal can go a long way towards keeping a wandering eye in check.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Have I clarified things?
Yeah, perfectly. Mm-hmm.
Well, that is...
Mitch thinks that she might be in trouble.
Oh, jeez. Are you sure?
Not 100%, but yeah, pretty sure.
What does that mean?
Okay, well, first things first, we need to confirm.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I know this must be throwing you for a loop, but just believe me, if I had known what I was, I wouldn't have wasted your time.
It's okay, sweetheart. Aww.
I'm not going to pretend that I understand most of this.
Thank you.
But our relationship was not a waste of time.
That's that's what he needs, a friend, you know? Oh, that is so sweet, Betty Cooper. Always my hero. It's so awkward.
Maybe you could find it in your heart to write one for me?
Yeah, sure I can.
He's being sweet, you know? And doing what is expected of a young
Small
man
victories.
of that age at
No,
that time.
Ethel's not out of the woods just yet.
No, but she's in a better place. Really, I insist.
Okay, I don't like this. But as long as Veronica is away from Archie, I'm okay.
I'm confused, Toni.
Hurt the frog?
No, it's quick and painless.
Is it?
Promise.
You can do that?
Okay, I got Midge's pee.
Never knew that. Oh my god. The poor frog. Is that true? Can you actually? Okay, there's a bunch of eggs there.
Well, Midge, you're definitely preggers.
There's like 400 to 500 eggs in there. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's
All
not
right,
500
Midge, listen up. Do you
kids
two love
inside
each
of her.
other?
Yeah, we do.
Completely.
Morning. What's all this?
I think that this
Well, I won't.
I think that this is the most that these two characters have spent together in the entire 7 seasons of this show. Which I'm like, I don't give a damn.
Woke up early.
Peaks when you're 21. I mean, that's when you really start loving someone.
Arch, there's a difference between saving someone and loving someone.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing. Isn't that the age where when they start to grow feelings for one another? Barchie endgame.
What if the love never grows?
Cheryl, in that hovel.
Oh my god. I think this is a big of a favor to ask, you know what I mean? Oh, look at you.
Wow. I barely even recognized you, thanks. Like a Romeo and Juliet kind of love.
I love Toni.
No
She's
matter
so
what, you and Mitch will be
cute.
together.
That's so cute, you know?
Well, do you fellas approve?
Wow. You really are like Daddy Warbucks.
I consulted with some of my set decorator.
I ordered it from a catalog through the mail.
Oh, Ethel. Why am I not surprised?
Don't be like
Doesn't
that.
matter where I got it, and I'm not done reading it yet.
Betty? Young lady?
Betty and her wildest spirit.
My cross alone to bear.
No, but it doesn't have to be. Because I have another plan, Cheryl, a better one.
What do you mean?
Really?
What if we elope? Go out west. You could get away from your family. I could get a job on a ranch. Or be, I don't know, a folk singer.
A what?
A folk singer.
Okay, let's try, Archie.
Oh, was it? Didn't. Wait. Is this going the same direction as Jason and Polly? They also tried to run away. Toni, you need to save your
I read
girl.
more of my book, Kev, to say that I think you're so brave.
We love her. We love an ally.
Last.
Look at her looking like $1,000,000.
Toni Topaz.
Yes.
What are the odds? I was actually just about to come find you.
To say goodbye?
Oh.
You can't do it, Cheryl. Running away with Archie would be a huge mistake.
Yeah.
But you can't outrun yourself. Who you
Very
are.
true.
What makes you think you know me better than I know myself?
Girly, she does know you. Takes
I
one
was
to know one.
Do you love him? Otherwise, you'll just wither away.
That's very true, though. I love there is always Toni in every timeline. You know, being there to help, you know, Cheryl kind of, you know, be able to look into herself and accept who she is. I love that.
There's Ethel. What are you so afraid of? Is it Ethel? Is it that book? Is it me? What is it?
You know, I'm here to protect
Wait, did she had a face?
you from dangers that you don't even know are And you'll thank me for it.
Yeah.
I really doubt it.
Yeah, exactly.
I burned it.
The book.
Your sex book? So you won't be reading it under the covers anymore.
Do you think that's the only copy in the world? Oh, Arch.
Going to make some girl very happy, and she is going to want to go with you to California.
That will be Betty.
Unfortunately, that girl isn't me.
Okay, good.
But maybe she lives right next door to you.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she
Maybe
does.
you should write Betty one of those sweet poems of yours.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Oh, Cheryl being a Barchie shipper. We are here for it. We are here for it.
Cheryl. For many reasons.
Oh, yeah?
Is she one of them?
I don't know where I go from here.
Well, why don't you start by reading this book?
Lesbianism 101.
See if anything in it resonates with you. Will you do that?
For you, babe?
Not
Anything.
for me, but
sweetie.
For yourself.
Always the right thing to say, goddamn. Oh, babies! Oh, babies! I'm so happy. Oh, look at him being all inspired. Oh, things are lightning!
Sounded like I needed to come to town to knock some heads.
What?
Starting with yours.
No. You're not knocking anyone's head. What the hell? Stop it. Barchie was about to happen.
All I know is what.
Yeah. I just don't see it. This is awkward.
You can say that again.
Yeah, I do not like it. As long as they stay away from Barchie, fine. Okay, guys, so that was the end of season 7, episode 4 of Riverdale. The entire, you know what? I think that I always give crap to Riverdale. Whenever I feel like it deserves to say that they are truly just awful, I say it. I say it because I am not afraid to say it because I'm a fan of the show and I have been here since day one. So I think I deserve and I have the right to say it, you know? So when I think that they are wrong, I say it. When I think that they do things right, I like to pride myself on also saying that they are doing things right. The storyline with Kevin and Cheryl and Archie and Betty and Toni, even with Fangs and Mitch, which I do not care that much about, I think they have done it very, very, very beautifully. Why? Because it shows us who the characters are. For instance, Archie will always be the hero. He will always want to save someone, despite that bringing him trouble. You know, despite that not being what he truly wants. He will do it. He's the hero of our story. So he likes Cheryl because what is not to like about Cheryl? Let's be real. As a hormonal teenage boy that he is, and Cheryl is gorgeous, of course, you know, and she's telling you, hey, let's get married. You know, they went to second base apparently, you know, and season 1, Archie was a horn dog. So of course he was going to fall in love with Cheryl, you know? So I think that it's very, very Archie-like to say, okay, I'm not going to say anything about the fact that we didn't actually went all the way through. And when time comes and the parents are like, well, since you guys actually did it, because they think that, then you guys have to get married. And there is Archie ready to just give his life for someone that he might or could fall in love with, you know, not knowing that what really is that commitment, you know. I understand at the time, of course, a woman having sex with someone, it had to mean, you know, that you have to marry said person, whether if that was just a one night thing or whatever, you know, you had to do it. So Archie is like, I have to do it. And he's willing to do this, but then it comes the rules and his entire future plan, you know, and he's like, what the hell? He starts freaking out, of course. And he tells Cheryl, hey, you know what? Let's just elope. Let's get married. Or just go away, run away. And, you know, maybe love will grow between each other. You will be away from your family. I am saving you. I am protecting you. You know, but that, you know, it doesn't imply that I have to give up my entire life for this, you know. And I think that, you know, Cheryl is very reasonable. You know, she did ask a lot from Archie. And I think that it was needed for in this time for her to understand that if she can fall in love with the guy that is willing to sacrifice his entire life just to help her out, someone as kind-hearted as the hero that he is, as Archie, and if she can't fall in love with this guy, then she really does have to look inside and realize, yeah, that is not me. I do not like boys. You know, if I didn't like this perfect boy, then why do I think that I'm going to like any other boy? You know, because I think that Cheryl for a while has been questioning her sexuality. It hasn't come just right now. We know that in the previous timeline, there was another girl that she fell in love with and like that she had a crush on. We don't know if in this timeline something similar happened or not, but I think that she has been able to understand or know that about herself for a while. There is this part of us coming out when you know, but you are very much trying to prove yourself wrong. Trust me, I've been there, you know, and even if I, you know, by the end I came out and I, you know, I understand who I am and how I that was my water. How I identify, and even though I do like boys, I mean men as well, you know, at the time boys, you know, when I was younger, it was still very much of like me pushing myself to believe, no, that was just a phase, that was just, you know, when I was in a straight relationship, I was very much, no, that is gone, I'm not that, that was just hormonal, you know, it was just, you know, it was a sin, it was just the devil talking inside of me, whatever, you know, whatever reason you want to tell yourself to not believe that. And this is coming from me, you know, being bisexual, which means that I do still like guys, you know, but you have to understand how much, like, if it was complicated for me to understand that there was this part of me that also liked girls, you know, women, I always say girls, boys and girls, but not women and men now. Back then when I was younger, it was boys and girls because I was younger, but you know what I mean. The thing is that if it was hard for me to understand and to accept that other, like that part of me, imagine Cheryl, a lesbian woman, a lesbian teenage woman, girl, whatever, saying, you know, trying and forcing herself to like and to be with a man when we know that that's just not who she is. And we have seen that struggle with Kevin. You know, Kevin at that time, that age, you know, boys are supposed to, they have been building a relationship with Betty and him for 2 years. And yet, he was not able to go past the kissing. That's it. You know, he was not able to do anything else because he is who he is, you know? And I like the fact that, you know, our characters, these two queer characters, have this similar stories or this similar ways of first of all, of coming out to themselves, you know, of understanding themselves, of coming to terms with who they are. Because that is step one. You cannot come out to the world if you haven't come out to yourself first. If you haven't accepted yourself for who you are, for who you love, and know that it's not wrong. And at that time, you know, this is the 50s, 55. At the time, doing and being that way, it seemed wrong. It's like, you know, that's not the right way. You are devious and all the awful ways that they want to say, you know, to you. Like, and then there is conversion therapies, you know, there is electroshock therapy, lobotomies, like a lot of crazy things were done to queer people back then. So imagine that. Imagine coming out in a world where it's demonized. Even today is scary, you know. It's a little bit more okay in certain parts of the world, but not in every single part of the world, you know. So you have to understand that. But I do like the way that they actually have treated this coming out. And both Barchie, you know, Betty and Archie, kind of being there for these two queer characters as pretty much allies. More one than the other, because Archie doesn't know what the problem that Cheryl says that she has is. But he was ready, no questions asked, to help her. You know what I mean? And so he helped her as much as he could. He might have been a little bit sad. I love that Cheryl says, you know what? You know, there will be a girl that will be ready to go with you, live in a ranch. Like, there will be a girl that will appreciate who you are and love you exactly for who you are. And, you know, maybe she's next door. And I love the way she said that, you know, because it's such a, like, of course, because anyone with two eyes can see that they have been next door neighbors and, like, that there are feelings there, you know, whether if they have accepted it or not, there are. And I feel so, I feel seen, you know? So, I love that. I love that he actually does write a poem for Betty. And I love Betty and Betty's open mind, you know? And instead of acting like, oh my God, you did this to me and I did not approve. And of course, I'm going to let it slide because of the time. This is the 1950s. So the first thing she says to her mom is like, she outs Kevin, right? And like I have said many times, you do not out anyone, you know. But now we have more information, and that's the reason why we don't do it, you know. Alice saying that it was a phase and anything made me think that Hal was gay, you know, and that she married him instead, you know, she let him have his fun. But then I was like, wait, honey, are you talking about yourself? It made me question that. And I was like, girly, is there something you want to tell me? But anyways, thing is that I love that Betty was there for Kevin. It's pretty much she has always been there for Kevin in our timeline because they were best friends, you know. They might have lacked, you know, building more of the friendship or getting them to have more storylines together, but they were besties in season 1, and she was always supportive of Kevin, you know. And so I love that in this episode she was like, I have read about, you know, men like you, and, you know, I feel like you're brave for doing, you know, what you love. And like, that was like, Betty Cooper. Betty Cooper. We love an ally. We love an ally. We love it. We loved it. I love that because, of course, Kevin is confused still, you know, trying to process who he is, who he likes and everything. And honestly, for him to be able to have someone that will not judge him, that is extremely important. And for that someone to be someone he cares about, because of course he cares about Betty, of course he loves Betty, not in the way Betty wanted him to love her, but he still does, you know. And for them to be able to break up but still maintain their friendship even through this revelation, you know, I think it's wonderful. And it was a wonderful thing that Barchie were so like kind of in sync with their significant others, you know, coming out. It was beautiful. I think they handled this story beautifully, you know. And of course there's Toni as well, because for Cheryl it wasn't Archie who was like, you need to confront who you are, blah blah blah. He was like more of like, let's run away, right? He didn't knew the problem. And just as Betty said, there is no way she could understand what Kevin is going through. And Archie was not going to be able to understand what Cheryl was going through. Okay, so they didn't tell him that. For that, we have Toni, right? Toni, who in our timeline, in the past or the future or in the past seasons, you know, she was that person for Cheryl that helped her coming to terms with who she was, who she liked, you know, and she is the love of her life, you know. So for me to see them together and you know, Toni being able to help her once again coming to terms with who she is, who she loves, who she might love one day, just was like, it's meant to be. It's meant, like, there are no two couples on this show that I know that are meant to be as much as Shoni and Barchie. Like, honestly, who gives a damn about Fangs and Mitch? Like, and the frog, poor frog that had to go through this to find out that Mitch was pregnant. I don't care about that, honestly. I couldn't care less. I mean, whatever. They're here. I mean, they're not queer. It's not that the reason why I don't care. It's just that okay, you know what I mean? At least Mitch is alive in this timeline. Good for her, you know. And at least they're not doing Fangs and Toni, so I'm happy for that. There is no, you know, reason for us to get mad at Fangs or whatever. Goodbye, Fangs. But the thing is that, you know, Toni being an angel helping everyone, I love that. But like Toni just being there for Cheryl in a way that, you know, Archie couldn't be there for her, like, not because it comes from another point of view, you know what I mean? Comes from the point of view of someone who's also queer, who had to accept herself as well, and who, you know, didn't need to continue running away from who she is, you know. And for her to be able to be there for Cheryl, it was beautiful, as it was beautiful the first time. And it's just like, it's written in the stars for both Shoni and Barchie. Endgame. We love that. We love that. Now, to more disappointing news about myself, okay? Because, like, you guys could say that, oh my god, Jughead and Veronica, they don't have chemistry at all. It's awkward. It's weird. It's like, you know, because also you have to understand, there's Tabitha, okay? And like, Tabitha and Jughead work, okay? They work so well together, you know? And they are, in my opinion, meant to be as well. Okay, so I know that Tabitha's not here because Tabitha, it's an angel who's trying to fix the time. I don't know. She's Wanda, whatever. I don't know where she is, my girl. I wish she was here. But there is a 1955 version of Tabitha. I know what girl is. And like we've been like 3 episodes without her, I think. So where the hell is she? Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because that love story, I will want to see them reconnect and like fall in love in the same way they fell in love, you know, in our timeline. But no, there is Veronica because they never know what to do with Veronica. So they have to pair her up with someone. And this time there was no one else available other than Jughead. Worst decision they have ever made because I'm so sorry. Is Camila extremely talented? Yes. Do Revenge. Have done reaction videos for Do Revenge. What a queen. She owned that movie. She was incredible, okay? But Girly doesn't like Cole, you know, who plays Jughead. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. They have a zero chemistry. Zero. Nothing. Do they make me feel anything? Boredom. Like that's what they make me feel. It's so like, you know this face. That's exactly how I feel. I don't know how to express it. It's just like, you know what I mean? They're boring as hell. They're boring as hell. They don't have chemistry. It's like, it just feels unnatural because like, not just because there is a boy and there is a girl, you have to put them together. And that's exactly what they're doing. I don't understand the need for Veronica to always have someone, to always be looking for, well, I kind of understand now because like, you know, the fact that her family just sent her away to live on her own. You kind of are be like, okay, but Veronica maybe needs that connection and wants to find that connection. But honestly, girl, loving yourself, it's way better than being like, oh, I love Archie, now I love Jughead, now I love... Honestly. But yeah, I got bored. Like, with them as a couple. But them trying to figure shit out, kind of liked it, kind of dig it, because, you know, I'm glad that it's not Betty, the one who's looking for clues with Jughead. So, you know, if Veronica is there to look for clues and whatever and help Jughead, as long as they are away from Barchie, let them have kids together. I don't give a damn. Zero chemistry, but like, let them be. Whatever. As long as they are as far away from Barchie as they can, I am A-okay. But they don't have chemistry. In my opinion, okay? If you are a Jughead Veronica shipper, don't feel offended. I don't see it. You do. Great for you. Good for you. You know, be able to, you know, express that love for the couple that you love openly, because, you know, we're all here to ship whoever the hell we wants to ship, you know. Who am I to say to you that actually ships Jughead and Veronica that you're wrong? You are not wrong. Okay, you see something in them that makes you feel a certain way, you are absolutely correct. If you believe that they are endgame and deserve the world, that is your opinion. And I respect that. I do respect that. And as much as I do respect your guys' opinion, I hope that you guys can respect mine in the sense of like, I do not like them. And I will never like them. That's just my opinion. Only difference between me and someone who might be, you know, watching my video is the only... I record myself while saying this. You know, that's the only difference between you guys and me. I'm just as much as a fan of the show as anyone else and have a right to say what I want to say. If you don't want to hear it, you know, just know that from now on, I'm gonna hate on Jughead and Veronica. And that might not be a thing you want to watch, maybe. So let's just, you know, not trying to change anyone. I respect your opinion. You know, I applaud your opinion. I don't feel like you're wrong for having that opinion. Just like I don't feel I'm wrong for having mine. That is all. Let's just all ship and let others ship, you know, and not get in the middle of it, you know? This world is big enough. We all can have... I have had a lot of very, you know, random ships as well. I came into this show, by the way, because I saw like a trailer, I think, or a promo or something, and Veronica and Betty were kissing. And I thought, oh, we have the gays, you know? And then, of course, nothing happened with Veronica and Betty, which I'm actually glad. But then we had our representation with Cheryl and Toni, which I love, you know? But I'm just trying to say that I am... Oh, and there was a dark time on my channel when I shipped Buckhead. So we don't talk about that. That is Julie of the past from another timeline. This Julie saw the light. I saw the light. And the light, it was written Barchie endgame. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys continue supporting for more. I love this episode. It was great. I think Barchie are just angels sent from heaven. Shoni they are meant to be. They will be together. And when we see that first kiss, even though it's not the first time we're gonna actually see them kiss, but kiss in this timeline, both Barchie and Shoni, is going to be glorious. Yes. Oh, and Ethel was sent to the Sisters of Quiet Mercy, which we know are insane, and might steal a kidney from her because they were also involved in the cold thing, weren't they? I don't know, but she's not safe there. We know that. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys continue supporting for more. Give a lot of thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. UNCUT reaction is always posted first on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. You guys are incredible. Thank you. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for Riverdale next week for episode 5. And also, if you want to watch my reaction to the promo for episode 5, it's posted on my channel for members of my channel. So if you want to join and also have exclusive content like live streams and things like that, join my channel. It will be amazing to have you there. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.